And one day, a guy told me about radicals, and not radical feminists or socialists or anything else, but radicals in Japanese kanji. A radical is basically a part, but it's more scientific than what I pointed out with the roof and stuff, although that's also a radical. The first one he told me about was that this is water. The kanji for water is that. This simplifies into this, and it can be added on another kanji. Problem is I can't really think of a kanji that uses that right now. No, I can actually. Steam. I think it's steam anyway. So water has nothing to do. No, yeah, water is boiled steam. So no, steam is boiled water. That's what it is. So yeah, water acts into the hypothesis. Anyway, the point is that this represents water. One radical that is very, very common is this, which basically was, as I said before, the katakana I. This means person. And this one I always found kind of funny just because it's person and tree. So you can imagine like a person, it's like a tree hugger or a person leaning towards the tree, resting, because this means to rest. So like person against a tree, resting. This one is also a common one. Not sure what it means, but you can have stuff on it. This one means hand. It's a simplification of this. This one is used, for instance, in this one. To carry or to hold, which involves a hand, so seems logical. Then we have this. This one is a simplification of heart, and it's used in, for instance, Joho means information. Now, some kanji change. I just want to mention one because this means moon. And it's drawn, when it's on its own, it's drawn like this. Or when it's like combined certain times, like this one, ashita. But then I drew Maya before, and it has this, which is very similar, but this curve is on the other side. It's kind of flipped. Also, the sun one is sometimes squeezed together a bit. Like this one. It's day of the week. Nichiyobi. Kind of funny because this is the same thing. It's like Sunday Nichi, and then day of the week, and then a day again. One thing I find useful when it comes to kanji is to basically split them up into parts. Like we have a fairly complicated one, which means to kill. But it's basically made up of 4 parts. And just the hiragana there to complete it. So this, if you look at this, it looks like very complicated, but if you think of it as 4 parts, it gets easier. Then it's just remembering in which order they come. The first one is tree. This one, not anything that I know of, but it's basically the katakana for me. This one is actually supposed to have a slight bit of whatever there, but that one looks like kind of like ha in katakana, only with a little thing there. And then you have this one finally, which also doesn't look like anything this special. So you have like 1, 2, 3, 4. I declare a thumb war. I mean, to kill you. Koros. And then you could add Bukoros, which is like really aggressive way to say I want to fucking kill you. With the dreaded kanji of the dreaded thing known as death, you have a line, and then you have evening. It's evening by itself as a kanji, but it's also the katakana for ta, the katakana for hi, so it's like tai-hi. But basically, what I'm going to say here is that this line, I see it as, because this kanji is death, I see the line as the ground, basically. This is like the person 6 foot under. Another classic combination that's logical to me is rice field and power, which is a man, because a man is working on the rice field and he's powerful. Oh yeah. And this bottom part is, of course, ka from katakana. And when I draw this, you're supposed to, it's really 2 separate kanji put together, so you're really supposed to do the rice field first and then the power one. But I think a lot of people do that. They just skip that little part and just do this first and then draw this line through everything and then add that. Works fine for me anyway. But the woman kanji shouldn't feel left out, because this is used as a part in a lot of other kanji. One instance is to need. I'm not sure what this is, but a woman. You need a woman, of course. And like I said before, it was cheap or calm. And if you add zen, you have anzen, which means safety. But of course also go the other way and have fuan, which means unrest or feeling uneasy or being worried or something. Right, some more combinations. Basically 2 kanjis together, and they work sort of logically. It also helps you, learning kanji helps you to learn more words. A lot because kanji mean, they have, one kanji is one word basically. But then when you put them together, you basically get a new word. Like in this lovely case. Kutsu shita. Kutsu means shoe, and shita means under. And what does this compound mean? Socks, because socks are under your shoes. Get it? I like that one. We have 2 of these that involve the hand. Jozu and heta. Upper hand, lower hand, or underhand, or whatever. This means skillful or good, and this means bad, poor. So like upper hand, bottom hand. We have next week. Raishu. This means to come. No, not that way. And then this means week. So coming week. Huh? And this is also one of my favorites I learned fairly recently. Sensha. This means not war, but to fight. And this means car. So fight car. This means a tank. Huh? Bada bing, bada boom. And of course, there's several kanji that just are katakana just by themselves, like a few that I already mentioned, like ka. This means power, chikara. And we have I, like it's the radical for person. Ho basically is like tree, but it's not finished yet. You basically draw it, fill it in, and then you have the tree back again. Mu, if you just add these two, is ko, and it's like official. Or if you add the hat that goes down or whatever, it's hiroi, wide. Ha is just 8. Ta means evening, and 2 of them, that was wrong. 2 of them means many. So basically, yeah, 2 of them, many. 2 is more than 1. The first one I did, ro, is, like I said, mouth. Or it's also used in other senses like enter, opening. Iriguchi means entrance. Or deguchi, like go out, opening, exit. This one, me, is that was one of the parts of koros. And as I did before with the doors, o is a part of that. One point that's helped me out quite a bit is that you're able to simplify in certain cases. Like if you learn a kanji, you always learn. It's like with hiragana, you have the sa and the sa. This is the print version. This is the hand-drawn version. And with print, there's one kanji that kind of looks like this, and it's kind of strange. But that I found out that you're allowed to draw this when you're doing by hand like this. This is a lot easier to write than this. That opened up actually for me to learn a lot more kanji that would have been, I felt would have been a bit too, no, that's actually not one of them, too difficult otherwise. Gumi, or family, or kumi. Rensoku. Tsuzuku, I mean. Tsu, zu, ku. That's one of the few cases where it's not zu, but it's zu. So that was quite helpful. Another one, little smaller example is you have basically half of death. You have this, down there. 2 or 3 crosses of that. I don't remember right now. Let's stick with 2 for now. And you have nokoru, to remain. This is also used together with a roof, line, that, and then heart. Zannen, too bad. Too bad if you can't learn kanji, motherfucker.